All right, so today on the S14, we're gonna be taking out the old eBay handbrake and putting in this new brake that Nameless hooked us up with the master and everything. It should be good. Should be a lot better. This thing's kind of just been falling apart and barely hanging on. So first step, we'll be taking out this one and getting ready to mount up the new one. Mounting holes are a little bit different, but just gonna unbolt the 3 bolts I got in this one and unhook that hard line. All right, got the old one out. See, this one has some pretty weird mounting holes. It's got 2 on this side, and then I think one was just wedged with the washer over that back one. But so we're probably gonna have to re-drill some new holes, because this one, I like the way this one's much better. It's just 2, one in the front, one in the back, no side to side motion. Should be good. Construction of this one just seems way better, especially in here. Has pins, an actual bushing so that's right on instead of just bolts and direct metal like that one. So clean this off. You see that one was leaking everywhere already too. We're gonna clean this off. Probably gonna mock up with the master and probably get that line all hooked up, because what I do different is it's a real cheap way to do things, but it's hard line all the way from the calipers to the handbrake. You know, you just go to AutoZone, get hard line, the right fittings, bend it, flare it. You know, you can build a whole dual caliper line kit for about 20 to 30 bucks instead of buying a line kit. And also it's more durable and it's easier to fix yourself too, because I carry all the parts with me. But because it kind of limits you on your movement here, I'm gonna get this all mocked up, get it to a place where the line's happy, and then we're gonna see where the hydro kind of lands and move it around where we want it most comfortable, and then re-drill our new holes. All right, got this thing in. It was nice, actually got to use one of the existing front bolts. Kind of lined up perfectly, so that made it easier. Drilled out a new rear bolt, got it all mounted in, lines hooked up. Now I just got to bleed it, which there's a lot of weird information on bleeding hydros and whatnot, but I've always done it a super weird way. Nobody believes it. Do it by myself, but I literally fill it up, crack both bleeders, and just run the handle with the bleeders open and cycle about a reservoir and a half through it, close the bleeders, and it's bled. So we're gonna try that. That's how I always do it, but we'll see if it works with this master. All right, so got it in there, all bled. Actually didn't even, there was still existing fluid because it was mostly bled before with the old one, so I just kind of bled it out the top and pumped it, and then have my boy fucking pump it, hold it, just bled it normally a few times, and worked out good. Nothing's, there ain't no air anymore. I don't think anything's tighter than your ex-girlfriend on prom night. So I'm gonna go try her out. But it looks good, feels strong. Thing's solid. It's working pretty good. Screen driving her around. Handle feels good. Jesus Christ. Probably doing about 70 or so, 60. Locking right up, not too, don't gotta pull too hard. Pretty nice, feels solid. Big success. Alright, all said and done. Came out nice, looks great, feels solid. The only thing we noticed is making a bunch of noise, and actually the dual caliper and the stock brake pads are both metal to metal. Now I gotta deal with that before we go to Tracy. But other than that, this part of it's working great. Still locks it up even without brake pads. So pretty happy. I want a big shout out Nameless for hooking us up with this. So make sure you check them out. Probably be a discount code in my bio sometime soon. But yep, thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful. I know the bleeding process went pretty easy. But yeah, in the bleeding process, the way I explained it, the simple way it always works for me with any dual caliper setup is just crack the bleeder, leave them open, and run fluid through it. It won't suck in air. I don't know how it works like that, but it's always worked for me. And then close them off, and it should be close to bled. And then maybe hit them with a regular bleed a couple times, and it'll usually work pretty good. So thanks for watching. Hope that was informational, helpful. showed the product good. I'm super happy with it. We'll see how it holds up, because, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear, especially when you got to pull on them hard. That's why I would just rip them apart and break bolts and all that kind of stuff, but this seems pretty solid.